Good morning, Matt Delacruz here with the Winning Minds Group, John Maxwell team. Happy Monday, and welcome to Mondays with Matt. I hope you had a great weekend. Hope you're looking forward to a great week yourself. I know I am. I always am. What's the old saying? Every day above ground is a great day. Today is a gift. That's why they call it the present. When you open it up, it could be whatever you want it to be. But anyway, I want to talk about first impressions. And the only reason why is because I've noticed when I intentionally pay attention to it, I've noticed how people meet and greet today. In other words, during the course of the day, you're going to be asked all the time, either on the telephone or when you meet face-to-face. It could be a customer, someone new that you meet. They always ask you, how you doing? Some people say, the doom and gloom people say, well, hey, hanging in there. Things are going okay. It could be better, or I'm getting better, or whatever they say on it, or, complain about the weather or something like that. But I want you to turn it into a positive state. So every single time that you meet and greet somebody, you want to make sure that you leave a good impression, but you make them feel good about the day. And just get them to think twice about it, because it is a choice, as we all know. Many years ago, studying under my mentors, Zig Ziglar and Tom Hopkins, Zig used to say, and most of you probably know if you're familiar with Zig, every time someone asked Zig, or regardless of what the state of mind he was in, he used to say, fantastic. And I like that one. Tom Hopkins, I love the one he said. When everyone asks you, how's business, how you doing, how you feel, simply smile with a little excitement and enthusiasm and say, unbelievable, because it covers it either way. But meanwhile, it's positive and you're telling them the truth. So I like that one too. But I heard for many years of just saying, okay, what can I come up with something a little bit different that, number one, changes the state of mind of people, but gets them to think about it as well. So if people ask me, I'll use every once in a while, I'll use, hey, I'm doing awesome, I'm doing unbelievable, I'll use Zig's fantastic. But I love to say sometimes, hey, when people ask me, hey man, how you doing today? I say, hey, I'm blessed and highly favored. And what that does is it kind of throws them a little bit, because they're looking at it and they'll say, well, what does that mean? Or they say, oh, okay, good. But the ones who are blessed all the time, they always say, that you are and so am I. I love that one. So I want you to, during the course of the week, and pay attention to that and be intentional and say, I wonder how many people are going to ask me that. And I'm going to prepare myself mentally that when someone does ask me, how am I doing, how's my day, how's sales, how's business, or regardless of what it is, I'm going to say something in a positive state where I'm going to literally change the way they think about things and leave that good, positive impression on them. So that's what the topic is today for this week. Think positive, make a positive impact on people by just that first meet and greet and positive impression. So until next week, you make it a great week and be unbelievable. Thanks a lot. Good morning, Matt Delacruz here with the Winning Minds Group, John Maxwell team. Welcome today, Mondays with Matt. Hope you had a great weekend and hope you're looking forward to a great week. I always do. Here's why. Because I create my weeks. I create my days. Why do I believe that? Because I control 100% of how I think, how I feel, and what I see, just like you do. And I condition my mind every single day. So, I don't know. I'm curious. Did you wake up this morning, Monday morning? Did you wake up groggy? Did you feel excited about the week? Did you plan last night? Just be prepared, because we're going to have a great week. Every single day, we're just hit with this great stuff. These opportunities that are knocking on our door, knocking on our head, and it just goes through go in one hour and out the other, or we're just not paying attention, or we're not aware of that. But Maslow says that we either step forward into growth or we step back into safety. So again, Maslow says that we either step forward into growth or we step back into safety. And I want to talk about that real quick, because there's so much opportunity out there that until you become aware and you write down your goals, you're not going to be aware of what's really coming towards you all the time. They say that luck is preparation meeting opportunity. Well, I believe that we all have opportunity. We live in the greatest country in the world. The key of it is just only a handful of us are prepared to really take advantage of the opportunity. But again, it could be anything that you want. So the path of least resistance, most people take it. Here's why. Because it's easier not to do something. But again, if you look on the positive side, it's easy to do. People always ask me, they say, Matt, how do you know it's easy to do? Well, let me put it this way. Everything in life is easy to do. It's just easier not to. And I know I mentioned that before on one of these videos. But I want you to think about this week on how you can start stepping forward into growth, knowing there might be pain, knowing that there might be a risk, and always anticipating that you're possibly going to fail. But if you fail, start failing forward. In other words, grow. Don't step back into your comfort zone. Don't hang on to what you have. It might not even be much, but don't hang on to that. Because again, if you're not growing, you're dying. And I want you this week to think outside your comfort zone and say to yourself, if I did this, would I grow? And what's the old saying? I love it when Dr. Robert Schuller said, if you knew you couldn't fail, what would you attempt? I think you need to ask that question every single day. If you knew you couldn't fail, what would you attempt? Because all of this is really just a state of mind. And until we start learning and thinking on the positive way that we can do, be, have anything we want, then we're always going to just settle for what comes our way. And I know that we're all better than that. So I want you again this week, just to recap, remember, step into growth, don't step back into safety. You're going to take the path of least resistance, analyze it first and say, do I need to? Is it going to help me? Is it going to take me closer to my main objective in life, or is it going to set me back? You don't want that. So until next week, I encourage you, step into growth. Quit going back into safety. Because once you plateau, you're not going to grow. And this whole program is designed to help you take one step at a time to grow each day, to help you fulfill your dreams and your destiny. So until next week, you make it a great day, make it a great week. Go out and touch somebody. Step into growth. Avoid that safety. Thanks a lot.